Real shit, no flies. No, I always do this bit, man. Episode.
Bruv, you forgot the like and subscribe thing again, fam.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, we don't really do that. I mean, yeah, can you like and subscribe now?
What's the last one? Notification, ding, bell, you get me? Ding. So it's like that. As soon as we post, ding.
All that.
There.
I heard that.
Share, you know when you share, you just sharing the thing. It don't cost nothing, you know. Nothing.
It's free.
It's free, you know.
That same energy you put in them comments. Put that same energy in the like and subscribing. You get me?
what I'm saying?
Trust me.
Do you know what I've realised as well? You know when you got, you know, it's funny. Now we set up a YouTube channel and all that. You see these trolls? They've got to set up a whole YouTube channel to comment.
Yeah, they have to. They every separate.
Bruv, I love it.
Yeah, you
I don't think you understand.
Like,
I love it.
You
Man, I
what?
slew him, man. I love it, fam. I sit there all day. Well, I'm a cunt. Serious. Man. This much people hate me, bro. And then I'll say something completely different. Bro, this much people like me. The world's mad.
It's mad.
Yeah.
But that video that I put up on TikTok, innit, bro?
Yeah.
Of me, all I done was just squirted my mum with a silly string.
Yeah.
Bro, it went like it got up like over 300,000 views. Bro,
Yeah.
like I said, everyone was just attacking me, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Attack.
Yeah, come on.
Well, like I said, bro, if I ever see you in the shop, I'm gonna kill you. You're doing.
Why though?
just for what? Silly string.
Yeah, like, I got silly string in like Tesco's or whatever. I do it always in Tesco's, innit?
Yeah,
and then I walk around, I get my mum like out of the blue, like, Mum, she's like, what? Psh, and I squirt her in her face, innit?
It's a little prank, innit?
It's a little thing, innit, bro?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, bro. And
So people are attacking you for that?
People was going mental, bro. They were like, you could never do that to a geezer. You could never do that. But my mum, I'm like, Mum. So I'm actually calling her Mum. Do you understand? That she's looking around like,
It's your little banter and that, but people are still getting you for your little...
bruv, going in. And now I know, bruv, like,
Bruv, it's mad.
the internet's a weird little place, mate.
It'll change. You just say one thing, you know what? Your mum could go in there and say something. He's all right, you know, and they'll be like, you know what? He's all right. He's all right. I'm telling you, he's all right. The same ones that
I
are
just
commenting
think
bad.
it's funny.
That's
I
how
just
bad
think
the
it is
internet I swear
hilarious.
that.
Because you know what's funny, yeah? See the ones that don't make up the fake fucking profiles, yeah?
Yeah, just their
Have you
picture
pressed
there.
into them?
Bruv, this is what I'm trying to say,
Like,
yeah.
one time man was talking about some
proper
real
fact.
shit,
You
you
get
get me?
I'm telling
Man
you.
was talking deep. Like, I was telling the truth. And then my man was just slating me off. Oh, this boy's a prick. He ain't from my ends. I'm from there. I've never seen him on the block. Bro, when I pressed the bread up, like, wait until I catch you, you little cunt. Wow, pressed it. I was like, huh? A fucking little plumber or something, bro. I don't hate yourself, bro. You've never been on the streets in your life.
No wonder why
You've
you ain't
never
seen
had a bad day.
that. You're up at some other time.
get
we're
me?
going this way. You get me? guys?
And then I've said something positive. I just see some bare good comments like clapping, well done, this, that. Then I said something on the next one about fucking women. Blood. Do you know how these women were getting me, bro?
They're dead. They're on it, man.
Blood, they were getting me differently. I had to even press on their thing. I was just about to get mad with them. Like, yo, do you know me, blood? The things were dead. I said, I'm
but
getting
you're vocal though.
Do
I
you
was
know,
like, I'm not even getting
You're
you.
do you know
I'm
when it's
dead.
on? You know when it's...
He's got stuff to say. He's got stuff to say.
Pierre, do you know when it's on? When they start having group chats in a comment. One girl comments, there's like 30 replies.
That's why I don't say
You're like,
nothing.
blood, what's
why I
going
don't
on
say
there?
nothing.
You don't even want it.
Oh, you press the comment, it just got...
You have to go in there, it just opens up.
Let me
It's
show
like
you
the scrolls,
something.
the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Let me show you something.
You understand
Let me
it?
show you something.
Hieroglyphics
So
and that.
If you say one word,
Yeah, they're on you. They're
on.
on. Fam,
Don't-
shark attack.
The trick
Yeah,
is,
you can't say that. You can't. Yeah, you get triggered.
even if you are reading it,
Yeah.
don't say a word.
You can't give into it.
You
It's
get
that
me?
piranha.
The moment you
One
say
drop of
something,
blood.
it's over. They're like, we've got him. Yeah, got him.
you're
There's
not
like
this
10
side-
of them, they start getting you and that. You're like, fuck
They
this.
start bringing in 20 questions.
You
You're
get
not this
me?
guy, then you're that guy. You're like, yeah, I'm that guy. You're not that guy. So you, and then they add up all your 20 questions. So you're that guy that does that. And,
Bro, it's
yo,
long.
you're a remixer. I'm done. Like, man, gee.
No, I find the funny ones, the truthful ones.
We say the honest as...
Bro,
You know
they
what
say,
they
why this guy sweating so much?
much?
And you look at yourself, oh, I'm sweating, bro.
You know
Bro,
what?
I come with a fire. That won't happen to me again. That will not happen to me again.
Next time, tell us what we're doing wrong. So we can get me.
They won't tell you the truth. Don't think they won't tell you the truth as well. They'll lie, but they will also tell you the truth.
Yeah, man.
Well, I saw my man. They will tell you what they saw, bruv.
100%.
It's different, it's
Do you think
different.
it's dangerous then that people can kind of say whatever they want on the internet? Or do you think they should cap it?
Blood, if you're
Do you
not
have freedom of
strong-minded,
speech?
if you're
Yeah,
strong-
nice.
if you're not-
Very dangerous,
If you're
bro.
not strong-minded,
Very
it's
dangerous.
dangerous, bro.
Trust
That
me.
can fuck a person up, bro.
Very dangerous that is, mate.
lock you in the
Let me
room
just
for
tell
weeks.
you one thing. You know, from that little clip that got put out,
Yeah.
mate, the anxiety that I had was terrible.
Yeah,
You know what I done? I didn't even read one comment. I couldn't. I couldn't, mate, because I
Obviously,
didn't want to
that's
get sucked into that,
Yeah,
knowing
yeah.
what happened before with my mum, saying all that shit. I just couldn't do it, mate. I just had to just leave it, man.
Yeah, that's the thing about podcasts. Like, you kind of got to figure out what you want to come out. That's what we've got to kind of remember.
Fuck that. Say what you want.
Yeah, but you got to kind of, just the tone that we say it in. You know, like I say a lot of podcasts. You see, like podcasters, yeah? And you see, like, us, there's a lot of like podcasters that think they're like more roadman podcasters than other podcasters and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know, like,
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
like that kind of
yeah.
like that unwritten thing where people feel, oh, these are the roadman podcasters. But at the end of the day, what people have to understand is, if we're doing podcasts, we're all podcasters now. You see the man that in the field now, they see us as chatty-patty podcasters as well as. So anyone that's doing podcasts needs to, their tone when they're talking about the road and that, you need to, now you got a platform, it needs to be, your tone is what the danger zone. You can't be like, say, feeling like you're still glorifying the roads
And
when you've got a
influencing.
platform.
Yeah, you're influencing too many people. You could just be like,
See
yeah,
what
I'm
I'm-
still on that, but you're not on that. You won't do it. And
You see what I'm saying? We're trying
to
to take at least one, all of us as the road podcast are trying to take at least one person out the mud. If we end up putting one person that's out the mud already in the mud, yeah, because of a person talking and thinking, well, hold on, I might want to follow how my man talking, then we've all failed.
100.
If one person goes into the mud, that's already out the mud, we've all failed. We've got to get one person out the mud at least. So the tone of our convos is what needs to change, fam.
100.
At the very minimum.
Simple.
Reach one, teach one, like he always says.
So, but what happens if it's just your experience though? Like, you're not
Well,
necessarily.
tell your stories. Tell us all the
That's what I'm saying.
stories.
What happens if it's not necessarily you trying to
See,
glorify anything?
you
it's
see
just
all
saying-
these books that are out here now, videos, films, movies, that's someone's story, you know? Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? So if everyone puts their little thing out, you might be the next, you get what I'm saying to you, the top boy, blue movie, you know what I mean? Them little, you could write a little 3-minute script and it could just go from someone seeing you and saying, yo, potential, boom, do another movie, 15 minutes. Then you got a little series, you know what I'm trying to say to you? You could, bro, anything, man.
No, because our experiences are actually the truth. You see, like, as well, you see the blogs. The blogs have got a responsibility, and like, when are we going to be held accountable for the things we're saying online and that?
100%.
Because these blogs are out here putting out, even the other day, like I'm from Canning Town Customer, that's where I'm from, you know what I'm trying to say. And then a blog put out like a post about from Customers Canning Town boys when apparently they're mocking other areas, which of course is going 10 years old, over 10 years old. And you're putting that out, and of course on the blogs, you're gonna have people arguing. Now I'm trying to figure out what is the benefit of that post.
I'm just trying to get.
Tell me the
views.
that's
what,
all that's views.
algorithms on
The person-
Instagram.
Yeah, all they're trying to do is get views and likes, really, when they don't know what's really that's starting, what's going on behind the scenes. You get me? That
What
person
is going on? What's it like growing up? What was it like growing up in the Canning Town cluster or in the area?
Play football as a youngster, you know what I
It
mean?
was alright.
One touch, then you start licking one shot,
That's it.
smoking one zoot, you know, licking one guy, you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, that's how it starts,
That
isn't it, bro?
gang-
That
One-
gang thing was about, obviously, but
But
it weren't like
obviously-
it weren't areas and all that. So man didn't grow up around that, like, oh, this area's got beef with man across the road and all that shit. Do you get me? That's how I was growing up.
Fam, everyone that's been involved in that beef that I'm talking about, I only talk about certain things. Everyone that's been involved in certain things, a lot of them are in jail and a few of them are dead. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of them are in jail and a few of them are dead. We've done that one, we've played that one, and it hasn't worked. We've all participated in that, it hasn't worked. So we've got to figure something else out. Because that one ain't worked. Man's not saying to everyone to be friends. You know what I'm trying to say? Man's saying to man, Rod, you live your life, man live their life. How's a post gonna start inciting old tensions? You start igniting fires in people's belly.
Do you think it's deliberate then? Or do you think, obviously, because you said, what have you got to gain? So
People
maybe.
do it.
You tell me what do you think you've got to gain from, someone told me what you've got to
Views,
gain
innit?
from a
Views is one.
post that is inciting.
money.
Views is
money
one.
maybe.
That's all they want.
Money,
Yeah,
money,
views
likes.
and two.
All right, let's
obviously,
imagine you make money, but God forbid, potentially there's a guy out there that gets
hurt for this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's they don't understand.
Would you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but whoever
But you're-
they
I
wouldn't-
might-
they
that might
wouldn't
never
care
affect me.
because they wouldn't.
That person's
understand.
still
They
gonna.
don't think
That
that far
person's
ahead,
still
if
gonna
you get what I'm
post the
saying.
You know what they
funeral.
would do? They
That
would
person's
post
still
the-
gonna
yeah,
post
the
the funeral.
the
That
funeral
person's still gonna
and
post
the
all
crime scene.
the court case and all that.
Oh,
Them
both
person
sides,
who got
yeah,
caught for it,
yeah.
and they're still gonna post the tunes that the people made. For
That's what I'm saying.
whoever.
We've got to be held accountable.
That's how mad it is.
There's got to be
fam.
some sort of accountability.
So then
Yeah,
basically, it's like them
somehow.
shows, that them Ricky Lake, Jerry
So
Springer shows.
what about
about
freedom of speech though? You're allowed.
what about it? What about you? Like, I'm allowed freedom of speech as well.
Bro,
Yeah, so
I
then why
personally
would
think
you want-
everyone's
But
allowed
then-
to say whatever they want, innit? That's how I see it. You see this podcast thing, yeah? I personally think you don't have to be bad. You don't have to be this in a certain way. I just think it's everyone's point of view, is their view in it. Like everyone should
everyone's got
respect
an
that.
opinion.
Everyone's
That's
got
it,
an
man,
opinion on everything you talk about. You get me? No one's wrong, no one's right, because that's their opinion.
Some people are saying things freely that are correct. So when you start saying you can sort of stop freedom of speech, it's a grey area.
No, I didn't say stop it. I said be held accountable.
Yeah, no,
That's
you're
what I
saying
said.
it.
Somebody,
You say something.
people need to be held accountable for what
I
they're
agree.
saying.
But
can't
they
just
can
be
say
out-
whatever they want though.
Yeah, and you can be
But
held
you said,
accountable.
yeah, but fair enough.
I'm trying to say that's all I'm saying, man. But man needs to figure it out. I don't know how, but man has to figure that out somehow. Because, like I say, the division thing's not working. It hasn't worked.
So in the ideal, so what's the solution then? What in the ideal world, what would happen?
Do you know the solution? That's a good question.
Work together.
Yeah, but it's
I
not
mean, if
even
all
that.
these different brains linked up, it would be mad. It probably could never ever happen.
So-
You understand?
So
It starts with the tone of the convos.
It could probably never,
a lot of
ever, ever,
people's
ever
egos
happen.
as well.
You get
That's
me?
why it
It's
could
egos,
never
it's all
happen.
that. It could never happen, innit?
But hold on, so let's
if it did, it'd be mad. Of course.
like all you lot got sick minds, yeah. Let's say that. So why haven't you linked up with? Obviously, you've linked up together, and obviously we're on that team. But why haven't you linked someone else? Or why haven't you?
What do you mean?
What's the blockage?
How do you-
Why don't
There's
we
no
link each
blockage
other?
for me. I know people from Canning Town. I don't know people from Plaster. I know people from Stratford, Forest Gate, Manor Park. Anyway, I don't know about all that. That's just like a younger generation's beef. Do you get what I'm trying to say? My age, I know man from everywhere, bro.
Everywhere, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't go over there because them man are gonna. What? What do you mean? My pal lives over there. That's his mum's house.
So it was never like that for you.
Oh, I'm not like that, fam.
So there was no beefs and that, or there was beefs, but it's
Yeah,
just...
there was beef, but it wasn't like in house. Like that's Newham is like when I was growing up. Newham was it's like one block, innit? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like
Canning
Newham,
Town-
that's how it was. Like
Newham.
Newham, or you went to Tower Hamlets, or
Yeah.
you went to Hackney. It was
Yeah.
like, or Wolverhampton Forest.
No, but we used to be
It was
like
more
that.
of a.
though.
It was more of a borough thing.
We used to have Hackney as that.
Yeah, Hackney was different, but to see what it
Get
is,
me?
because us man are from the streets, guys. This is the difference. Let me show you some facts. Us man are from the streets. You man are from the blocks. That's the fact of it. All my friends lives on roads.
Yeah, roads, innit, man?
That's where we're from, fam. There's just bare roads. We're from
yeah,
streets
yeah,
and that.
yeah, yeah,
See
it's
Hackney, bare estates, blocks and that. You get what I'm trying to say?
This
So you
and
can
this.
have one big block. This is fields. Across the road there's another estate. That's just a square. Across the that road there's Pembury. Across that road there's that.
It's gonna be, yeah.
You
But
get what I'm
at
trying
one
to say?
point, but
But
think
bro,
about-
this is like one block, and they got a whole gang. That's the difference. That's why you have had it like that. We ain't had that. Like on my road, I might be the only person that lived on my road that was on what I was on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I might have to walk 5 minutes that way to meet my brethren's mum's house. He was on something.
Yeah,
road man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, the way you
It
just
is
broke
like
it down
that.
is different.
mad it
though. I'm not
was.
gonna lie. The way you
Come
broke
on.
it down is different.
Yeah, yeah.
Now
that's
you
how it is.
I
you
didn't
now
see
you
how
might
he
have to
saw
go
it.
downstairs.
Where I
My
go
brethren
there-
lives downstairs. But
Yeah, and there's a bag
boom,
of man
on
downstairs.
his landing there's three
Even
three
when you're
brothers. They live at
youngster.
the bottom of the landing.
Even
Do
when
you
you're
get what I'm
youngster,
trying
you're
to
like
say?
that. You're
That's
looking
five man.
down.
They've just come out of one lift.
Yeah, it's the
What,
man.
is that where you
Do you
grew
get what I'm
up?
trying to say?
Yeah, so I grew up in, obviously we got a housing estate in it, it's bare of us. So everyone comes out, even like just to kick ball. The same guys I was kicking ball with is the same ones, you get what I'm trying to say? I'm not glorifying it, but it's the same ones that you know what I mean? The whole way up, you're like, all right, cool. But then, as Pimp saying, it's the block. I looked out my ass, I'm kicking ball with these guys, then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Bruv, it's mad.
Like my
bruv.
closest pal might have lived in Forest Gate,
But,
but then our closest pal might be living Beckton. So bro, that's like, wow, yeah, okay, man's linked to, you get me, but he's got his little group of mates. You get what I'm saying? It weren't like that.
same school. Look, we used to kick ball, same school, you're like, ah. But then it's just the vibes, you get what I'm trying to say to you? But older generation, older than us, they had the Hackney as one, you know what I mean? As a whole borough, like, you can go anywhere within all these boroughs and you're thinking, rad, nothing, there's none of this, where you from, cuz? That you're getting
that's
now,
mad.
do you get what I'm saying to you? But that's not our era. I grew up in some, it was just going off. So you just had to be like, either be on it or not. So that's how certain man, even like certain youngsters are not on it, G. You just see them going to school and all that. Something happens, he didn't ask for it, you know what I mean?
What do
And
you think
it's just-
happens then? What do you think happens in that?
Gee, you never asked for it. I mean, start getting hit by a car, you never asked for it. Something just happens to you, you're like, you know what, I can't move like that again, you know what I mean? You got to start be like, I'm not having this. Every man does it, like you keep getting bullied in school, whatever, you're like, bruv, I'm not having this one day. Smash the bully over the head, you feel great. not having this. You know, like you're like until someone smashes you over here, you're like, I need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Life teaches you. It's like a boomerang.
You turn into the bully.
Yeah, cuz you know, like,
For 5 minutes.
you start getting gas. You're like,
I was
what?
bullied for 5
Well,
minutes.
don't start this bully from primary. You're like, you're holding your weight until someone knocks you out. You're like, shit. Wake up 3 hours later. You're like, blood.
3 hours later.
So you have to be consistent.
Yeah, blocks divide, man. Then it starts turning to streets. Bruv, give it a couple of years from now, this man from that road is going to be fighting a man from that road. You get what I'm saying to you? It's literally streets away now.
No, that's
but I'm
what's
saying it's going to
happening
be road.
now. As the years
like
are
the
going
roads
on,
that are joined together.
they're building
already,
big
you know what I mean?
blocks on the estates around it.
'Cause it's
That's why
divided-
this is happening.
It's divided
Do you get what I'm
against
trying to
you.
say?
They're called mega cities, man.
Come on, there's
Don't you
these
think-
little blocks now in the ends
That got other
that
blocks.
have got estates now. You're like, raw.
They got their own set of young, like, yo.
Anywhere you go in Newham right now, any little bit, you go Plaistow, Stratford, Canning Town, Custom Aspect, wherever, Manor Park, wherever, they got one estate right now. That's their little thing. That weren't how it was when I was growing up. There might be one man from there.
So you just go and scoop him or go and chill
You
with
get
him.
me? That this little estate's got 30, this one's got 30, this one's got 30.
I moved to Plaistow, like from Scotland. I moved to Plaistow, and I would just say like,
Oh, you born in Scotland?
yeah.
Okay.
So I would say, I don't know. It was a night like it was like a kids thing because you're young, innit, bro? Like he said, there weren't really a lot of people getting stabbed. It was more like.
I thought Scotland was quite bad for knives.
No, I'm not talking about Scotland. I'm talking about Plaistow.
Oh, okay. When you first got down.
Yeah, just growing up and just like normal little things, maybe like, I don't know, man. My old friends probably do robberies or burglary. You know, like burgle
But how
people's
does
houses.
that's obviously you say it.
Sorry, where'd you class as Plaster? Where you live?
No, I lived in 2nd Avenue. Plaistow's over the hill.
What I'm saying,
confused.
like,
I thought you was classing that as Plaster.
Nah, man, where we was from, we was like, if you ever lived over that hill,
Yeah.
then that was Plaistow.
Yeah.
So as soon as you come over across the Greenway, bro, you're in town. And I'm trying to tell you anything before, bro. I've come to like parks and that, brother. And that. I don't want to get into
what
it.
was
but
I
like,
saying? People doing robberies and stuff like that isn't a normal. It's like that's not normal, like a normal thing. So like you say, when you've come from like a different place like Scotland,
Yeah.
and then you come into London and you're linking someone,
Yeah.
and they're doing like they're on stuff like that,
Yeah.
like that. How do you get it? How do you meet someone like that?
how do I meet them?
How do you meet someone that does something like that?
Me,
Like,
personally?
yeah, because obviously
I can always remember. So like, I remember just walking on the street one day and just like seeing a little kid and I was like, listen, can you beat him up? And that was like my thing, just to like roll with him because I was like, yeah. And I just run and I just like smash the guy over the head with like a bar. But like,
like just what?
Quick thing. What?
So you're walking down the
Didn't say
street.
how.
I'm walking on the street. I bumped it like you gotta understand because like them days like you was allowed to play out on the street.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So like everyone was out on the street, but I used to just walk up and down the street, like no friends, like I had no one in it.
Well,
And,
then- so
like,
then he came
and
up-
there was this one guy, I don't need to say his name,
Yeah.
but he lived on the same road. He was walking past and whatever, he was like, listen, beat that guy up. And I just done it, whatever. Like, do you know, like, it was for me just to like gain friendship or something. Do you understand?
Initiation.
Yeah.
That's initiation from
Do you understand? So like, but
Fuck
like,
him up and you're one of us.
basically, but
Black guy.
I hear that.
yeah.
Black guy.
No, but like, I'm just trying to like step by step. The story's really long, but like from then growing up, like I was with someone like called Aggie Josh, like which a lot of people will know, like who watch this podcast, and with him like come a lot of like faces. So like from like Crazy Tits, then you had Marcus Nasty. Like there was just so much people in Plaistow. I don't know, it was exciting just to see like all like everyone had their own character. Do you know what I mean? So like I just kind of like fell into that gap with these lot and just like.
That was your place, innit?
That was my
basically?
place,
Yeah,
and I was
see?
protected by these. Like they were like, they were like me. Do you understand?
Yeah, you
It was
had
always
something
like
in
no
common.
one go near Scott. Like I was the little white boy. Do you know, like one of them ones? Knowing that, like I've just come from Scotland. Like it's just nothing. Do you understand?
Yeah, so it's like family almost. Like they took you in, like because you didn't.
Real,
you didn't-
yeah, because I had no brother. I had 2 sisters. So like,
Ain't it? That's what it all like. To him saying that, that's the same thing that happened with everyone. It's like a family outside your family. If you get what I'm saying. Yeah, you got blood relatives in your yard and all that, but you got your brothers like, yo, let's go smash up this car. Like, Are you not on it still? You on it? You know what I'm saying to you? Hey, let's go run up in the shop and just jack
My
JD's.
car.
Yeah, whatever. Like, there's
grab
loads
it.
of stories.
No,
There's untold stories.
But
You
it's
can go on for
families,
hours,
bonds.
innit, man?
It's bonds and that, innit, that you build with people. Some bonds break, that can't be mended again, but some bonds, you know what I mean? You still got them hanging on. Like,
It was
for years.
like, even like, see that Plaster was like a really different area growing up. I know this for a fact. Because as soon as I moved over the hill into Canning Town, I moved there when I was young, like 12. They would show me how to nick a car, which I never knew about. Do you know, like things like that? Break into the car to take the radio. There was like face-offs or like standard radio, but they would show, like, that was the technique there. But when in Plaster, it was more like, well, that window's open, jump through that house. But do you know what I mean? It was like, it was very different, or more like a robbery or something like. Do you know what I mean? They would
Shot
go
in
to
them.
Lister School or like Upton Park to go and do like whatever. Like, it was mad, innit? Yeah, and also shotting, but like I was a bit young then, so like I didn't get introduced to that then. Do you know what I mean? I see what was going around me, but yeah, man. So Canning Town was a really different place. Like,
And then you just happened to live next door to yeah.
yeah, like well, he come eventually. Like, yeah, he moved on, and like, yeah, like we was there.
And that's a bond, innit? You know,
Yeah,
you had
mate.
that bond for
Yeah, but I
you
knew
know
him
what I mean?
anyway, mate. Like, cause he's always been from town, and like, do you understand? Like,
right then.
his family are well known. Do you know, like, so it was like.
Fucking face, mate.
You know what I mean, guys? Oh, don't start, you know what I mean? Don't start us, you know what I mean? When man did that, oi.
But even
Like,
another thing,
shower
what
that,
you were saying,
top.
like me, like I could literally go anywhere in Newham. Not because like I'm not a bad person, literally. Like I don't need to I don't put fear in people. Do you understand? So I'm naturally respected from just being like nice to people, or do you understand? So I could literally go where you might have trouble with my friend, and like he don't want to come to the area, but do you understand, mate?
See when they weren't. See watch this. When there weren't no trouble in like for all these little gangs and that, you could grow up as a happy kid. Do you get what I'm saying? You could go and play out anywhere, go for bike rides, go do this, go that. They can't do that now. Kids jump on their bike now. It's a ride out. It's not a bike ride. No. You understand? Like it's mad.
They switched it up.
That's the truth.
Can't play 40-40. They're playing had.
They don't
no,
play
you're
football,
playing had, they're playing
goal to
had
goal,
with
and
shot.
they don't play
You know
goal
what
to
I'm
goal
saying?
and all
It's
these.
not-
When have you seen kids playing goal to goal and all these things and all them?
But you know what?
Run
You
out.
know, but you know-
Wembley and stuff.
But you know,
Wembley.
but you know one thing I'll say though.
Knock down Ginger.
The kids still play that.
No, that's where we're lucky. But you know
but
what
that
it
was
is? I
small.
don't think we appreciate enough like family, our family. Like we got a big family, roughly
Yeah.
our age.
Like, let me
Like,
just
you
show you.
like-
See in Plasto. Sorry to cut you, but see
Yeah,
in
go on.
Plasto on my road, bruv, all our roads, you could just open the door and walk in.
Yeah,
Like,
leave
it-
them
it was
open.
just open, like
You get
just-
me?
Everyone was just out on the street till late at night. Do you understand? It's mad, isn't it, bro?
There's things memories that we've created that I don't think these children are creating.
They're not,
Because
yeah.
there's a lot of these little kids
but-
that
no,
have
but
been,
it's not even that.
they've had traumatic lives.
Yeah, but do you know what
from
it is?
young.
Sorry, but do you know that?
Yeah, but
the
even
reason
like
being,
school-
1 second. Do you know what it is though? We didn't have computers and stuff like how the kids have got now. You get what I'm saying? So we had to find things to do.
Trust
You
me.
get me? It's only till later like Segas and all that shit come out.
They can press a
You
button
get me?
now.
Before
live.
that, there weren't nothing to do, bro.
Who's
you had
on
to
that?
go and get a football and go outside. Where's my bedrooms? You get what I'm saying? Now I have the computer. I don't even have to link you.
But look now, just PR, they press
I
one.
don't have to see you.
Yeah,
press one
that's what we were saying
button.
earlier.
Yeah.
With, like, with social
100%.
distancing,
Yeah,
has been
facts.
programmed.
I don't have to see you,
Been
man.
programmed for ages now. But yeah,
100%.
bro.
Now the kids don't have to go and play run-outs. Why do you think they're on all this? All the time I turn the news on, kids are obese and all that. But they don't move, fam. They're standing in their yard just eating crisps and chocolates and that. Sitting in their yard, playing computer.
Unfortunately,
That's what they're on.
Kicking the ball and that. You know, when you're just outside kicking the ball. I remember, listen, I'm not lying. I was from that strict background. You get me, cuz? I go outside the house. Make sure you go there. You get me? I can see you. I'm the house. We play football right there with my friends. No friends. You get me? I'm the top of that. I'm like, friends, but I'm like, no friends. I know, I say this. You know, like, you don't understand. I'm like, but I wish I listened when I was younger, bruv. These, man. So, not everyone was your friend, you know what I mean?
Nah, bro.
But you just
Nah.
thought, you're out there. No, I'm telling you, G, it's mad. Half the man I don't, there's certain man I'm still
Yeah,
got
when you're
mad
them
bonds with,
ages,
yeah.
everyone's your friend. You get
Everyone's
what I'm
at, it's that 30 man,
No,
you're
but
playing
when you're
right-
at them ages, you don't know who your real brethren are. It's until you get older.
start getting-
When you're a
yeah,
youth
it's
and
like, you
that,
know you got-
everyone's your brethren. You know, like that. If you're a good kid, then you roll with the good kids. If you're a naughty kid, you roll with the naughty kids.
Yeah, cool.
Unfortunately.
Do you get what I'm
You
saying?
down to the little catchments, innit? You start seeing.
But even like when you were saying about growing up, I remember just used to go into a pub, you know, the pub in Plasto. Like, so you go in like, there's a little like, you know, like a little place where kids play. But we would go in there, my mum's Irish, my dad's Scottish. So we would go there, and before you enter, it would be like no travellers, no Irish, no dogs. But like basically, what I'm trying to say is like for me, bro, that was kind of like, nah, it's kind of affecting me. Like even then, because I was scared in that pub. Like, do you understand? As a little kid, my mum and dad used to just love a drink. They was loud. You know,
I think that had an impact on what you went out and did.
Maybe, yeah. It was always like Scottish and Irish jokes. Do you understand? I never knew where I fitted in.
Oh, because you were half and half type thing.
Nah, not even that. It's because you're not English.
So he used to
So you mean everyone else?
Goons. I hear that.
Do you understand?
You just get treated the same way. I
Yeah,
hear what you're
like
saying.
a lot of people, like foreign people. Do you understand? Like
I hear what you're saying.
Did you have an accent?
I did when I first come. Yeah.
Went swiftly.
Yeah, of course. You're young anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was
Start learning lingo quick. Go, fam.
Gone with the wind.
gone.
Link up.
3 days.
Get me.
24 hours.
Long gone.
I had certain cousins learning English from a Tupac thing, cause
Yeah, proper. No, but it's real though.
I'm not lying to you.
It's
G.
real. I know that.
Google,
Yeah.
If you Google any Somali, just says right on my enemies. When I live to see 23, so much pain. I'm like, yo.
Sound like Tupac as well.
You know what I'm saying to you, but you're there on the phone to them. Hey, how's your day been, mate? Yeah, well, yeah, tell me you guys, man, you get me? Start sending him some Ed Sheeran in that, cuz. Chill out, cuz.
Ed Sheeran.
That's so silly, bro. I swear.